What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, peep squad is in the building, y'all. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about the old lady gang. Let's talk about Kandi and the old lady gang episode 2. What y'all think? What y'all think about the situation? Are y'all interested in the show? Are y'all interested in the cast? Are they bringing it for you? Are they? Or is the old lady gang, Aunt Nora and Mama Joyce and Bertha bringing all the drama? OMG, it is going down. I guess we're going to need a lot more episodes, basically to get down to the nitty gritty and break it all up and see what's really going to be going on and what's really going to be happening and who's going to really jump out of character where we can say, ooh, ah, but right now we just watching, we just observing right now. So what y'all rate this episode? A scale from 1 to 10, what y'all think it is? To me, I would say it's a 5. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. In any event, so let's get down to it. Let's talk about this situation. It's going down like it is really going down like OMG, like what is happening? And so, there is a little bit of a favoritism going on. And Todd Tucker, he don't like the situation at all. He don't like the favoritism. And especially he doesn't like it that Melvin, I believe his name is Melvin, is basically getting some special attention. And, Kandi wanted to give him kudos for going to school and basically going to culinary arts school and doing his thing. And now he's a cook up over there. He started off as the dishwasher, and Todd Tucker is saying he just ain't cutting it. He ain't cutting it. And basically you baby him too much. So in any event, Kandi Burruss got her picks and choose, definitely. And, Todd Tucker, it seems like his only pick and choose is the people that are actually working and doing what they're supposed to do. But we shall get down to the situation. We have Melvin, he's cooking, and him and Patrick has moved in together and things of that nature. They family members, they cousins, they everything. And they got one thing in common is Kandi is employing them, okay? Kandi is keeping them paid, and basically she's bringing them to Hollywood, y'all. So in any event, you guys let me know what you think about this situation. Melvin seems very sweet. He's been around for a long time. Kandi's like, that's my my godson. That's my godson. So, he's kind of fed up with the old lady game because of the management. He's fed up with a lot of things. He feels like he's doing way beyond and be over, what he's supposed to do. And he's given all his life 100 hours to work. Lord have mercy. You better thank God you don't pass out up in that kitchen, cooking all that food and tasting all that food at the same time. Lord, like, he said he worked hours after hours. I'm like, but at least we know he know how to cook because, his grandmother, Miss Bertha, done taught him how to cook. They love his fried chicken. I'm like, Lord. And did you guys hear the theme song of the show? OMG. Like, it's too crazy. The theme song sounds like one of them old commercials from back in the day selling chicken. I was like, what is going on? And Todd Tucker is not really too happy with Melvin. And Kandi was like, well, he went to school, and then Todd was like, well, you paid for it. She's why I paid for some of it. He was like, okay, whatever. Like, you're giving them the opportunity, and he ain't fulfilling his just due. Todd Tucker is tough, and that's why he likes him some Philip out here in these streets, y'all. we got Patrick. We done got the tea on Patrick from Sean Draker, and basically she said he don't know what he doing in the bedroom. He don't know how to work it, move it, or whatever. So she left his ass, and now she got a husband, or she is engaged. So she's basically saying Patrick don't know what to do. Whatever Patrick learned from Sean Draker, he's gonna be teaching the new lady Safari, his new tricks and what he learned. But when it comes to Chandrika, she's basically saying it's a no-go. It's a no-go. She is done through finito. We shall see. And she might be getting jealous of the new boo. The new boo might be getting jealous of Chandrika. Do y'all care? Y'all tell me. And he is the manager, parking lot attendant, and he's charging $10 for parking. Okay, Nene charged 20, Kandi charged 10, and they saying there's a whole lot of money to make out there in them parking lots, baby. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. Hey, what's up, Donna? I like this show, and Kandi isn't the focus, and it's a solid 8 for me. Okay, what you think? I thank you for answering that question, Donna Bell. What about you, Nora Tony? What do you think about the show? Scale from 1 to 10. What do you rate this episode? What's up, Mo? How you doing? Peace Squad is in the building, baby. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. So y'all tell me what y'all rate this episode. It almost seems like it could be a soap opera. You know what I mean? They just need to just say that they're playing these roles because we know the characters that they're playing. They're trying to get up out of Kandi's restaurant. They're trying to be on a show. They're trying to be on TV. They're already on TV, but they're trying to come stars. So sometimes you can get it. Sometimes it's kind of confusing with that line. Are they really acting like this? Are they really doing this? Or is it just for the storyline? And these notes that they have taken, from the producers. But in any event, we find out that Patrick ain't all what is cracked up to be. I was like, oh, she's out here putting his business. And then we got Brandon. Brandon's out here, he's a trainer. His body be always on fleek. He's always, exercising, working out. Some days he's a mogul. Some days he's a businessman. Some days he's upside down. He's doing sit-ups and things of that nature. But right now he is feeling Dom, and he want a piece of Dom. And he don't care if he's her manager. He don't care about employees and supervisor and employees type of relationship. Like he said, he came there to get, Dominique. He wanted Dominique. He wanted him some Dom. He said he applied and with the intentions of hooking up with her. And he lets her know that he want to date her. We already know they smashing up a storm, but it is what it is in that situation. I'm like, Lord. So he's fraternized with the employees. He's drinking with them. He's going out on dates, and he don't care. And basically, he feels like it's all right because Kandi and Todd, they met on set. You guys are not meeting. He's like, Kandi and Todd met on set. So, what's the dilly with me? He's like, what's the dilly? I'm like, what is really going on? So he don't see no problem with his behavior. He don't think that is unprofessional. And plus, they can't keep a secret. They ain't even acting like they together. They're flirting, they're smiling, he's staring, she's gazing. They're doing the most, especially when they're out here drinking, they're when they hanging with each other. So how y'all trying to keep it on the low? But everybody's in your business, it's gonna get out here, like they gonna snitch on you because Mr. Phillip is gonna be watching. He got his stick handy to make sure y'all don't have no fun and get up into the situation. And Phillip don't be playing. Phillip is about that life. Phillip can read his ass off. Phillip be he be really dissing them when they try to step to him, and his reads are forever just like, but there are reads that like he's basically putting them down and putting them in their place. It's like, Lord, but they testing him and they gonna make his job hard. But right now, Brandon thinks because, Kandi and Todd met on set that him and Miss Dominique can do it in and do it on. She's acting like she don't want to kiss the man, like she hasn't kissed him. Girl, the way that you be up here slushing out, you know what I mean? Drink too much. We already know he done got it. Come on. Why y'all playing games with us? Why y'all playing these games? And then they're sitting over here having a conversation about the situation at, Torrance house. So Torrance, he's an interior designer and things of that nature, event planner, party planner, everything, y'all. So they sitting over there. He invite the girls over. They don't appreciate how he be throwing these good old parties, but yeah, when they come to his house, he's giving them, vegetables, and they don't like it. Like, what? And yeah, he just put out some pepperoni straight from the freezer and some salami straight from the freezer, put it down there. And so they drinking. And then you got, Chandrika, she's running her mouth, a little bit, basically getting torn in on the situation. And she wants everybody business to be out there that that she's messing around with Brandon, or she likes Brandon. And basically cause she used to mess with Patrick, so in any event, she's basically saying everybody up over there at the old lady gang, what you gonna have sex a time or two with an employee. I was like, Lord have mercy, y'all can't be up in there having sex and then cooking my food and then cleaning and everything and making me wait an hour or two or three, like, and lights cutting off and shit. Y'all are wilding over here, okay? And Torrin was like, he ain't worried about Philip, but at the same time, he's getting the info on Philip and he ain't appreciating him because the crew don't like Philip. So therefore, Chandrika is the one that's leading the charge. So it was like if Philip could have kind of won her over or not had the big blowout that he had with her, even though she was wrong, because she came for him first. She came for his throat in front of his bosses, in front of, the employees that he was supposed to be, keeping them in order. Yeah, she was definitely wrong. But now she's turning everybody up against you, that's giving him a hard time. And that could be taxing on your body. That could be taxing on your mind. Well, it seems like when it comes to Brandon, he's ready for it. But he ain't going to be ready for Todd talking and Kandi Burruss to, stick up for the employees. And that's the problem. And then you got Mama Joyce. And then you have Aunt Nora. And you got Bertha coming in there telling people what to do, how to do it, when to do it, cussing out people, telling them to go home. Like, Lord have mercy, what y'all doing up in there? Like, it's too many Indians in this kitchen, baby. It's too many cooks in the kitchen. There's too much going on, y'all. For real, for real. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, Major, what's going on? Hey, Miss Nina Buck, how you doing? What's going on? What's going on, Todd Bugatti? Yeah, so what y'all think about the episode? So what do you guys rate this episode? I'm like, yep, it's going down. It's not really that interesting yet, but it seems like it can kind of get there. So we shall see. Hopefully, everything that they put in the trailer, we basically see most of it already. So it's just like, okay, so what is going to be the next wow factor in this situation? But yeah, so they're definitely out here doing a whole lot. And Chandrika, she's basically telling, on Torrin, watch your back, watch out for him, because he ain't no good. And he's this and that. Dom is feeling the same way. But when it comes to Patrick, he's rude off the gate as how you approach him, because he already know these employees. He don't already study them. He know why they got fired, why they returning, and he already know that they don't talk to each other, because basically all you have to do is put the time record together, when who started, when who works, and look at the previous schedule and whatever else was told to him. I wonder if the old lady gang gonna come after Patrick. That should be interesting. But at this time and point, Aunt Nora and Mama Joyce basically are not feeling at all, point blank period, their grandniece. Kim, they're not feeling Kim at all, which is Nora's granddaughter, I believe, Aunt Nora's granddaughter. And they are not feeling, Kim at all. And Mama Joyce is over here talking about like it ain't nobody business. Mama Joyce is sitting over here talking about Kim, and basically Aunt Nora, they sitting there like, yeah, we don't want Kim back. Kim did this. Kim tried to take employees with her when she want to walk out. You don't do this to the family. I was like, oh Lord. And Kim, you gonna get it, girl. You can't even get back into your job. And so we have Aunt Bertha, she's with her grandbaby Melvin. He's the manager of the kitchen. Him and Patrick are living together right now. So in any event, his blood and sweat and tears are too much going on. But here we go. We get with Kim, and Kim used to be the manager, a floor manager, or a manager, whatever. But she was told to leave, or she said she was leaving. And allegedly, she said that she was going to bring the employees with her, and Kandi believes it too as well. And so look at her crying. Could you believe this? Could you imagine your aunt, your great aunt, your auntie, your cousin, making you leave work crying and everything? You walking out, you crying, you discombobulated about the situation. Your own family sitting up there dogging you out. But if she tried to take employees with her, that's the wrong situation. But she's leaving work crying. It ain't no stranger. It's the elders of the family doing this. Lord have mercy. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. And I must say, when it comes to Kandi Burruss and this particular, scene where she filmed, she got it going on. This is a beautiful color that she has going on. And just the whole look is nice. I was like, okay, Kandi came to slay, baby. She came to slay, yo. Look at Kandi. Hair, everything. Makeup matching, eyeshadow, lipstick matching the dress, matching the tone of her skin and everything. Go ahead, Kandi. She came to slay. She might not slay all the time, but when she slays, she gonna slay. So, you have that situation going on. And then why is Mama Joyce describing, Brian, basically saying he got that toupee? That is so mean. Yo, that is so mean. Everybody know he got on a toupee and everything. But Mama Joyce, you say, oh, Brian's back. And she basically, before she could say anything, she just went on top of her head with her hand. Like, come on, Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce, why you talk about that man like that? Like, we know, he got he got a toupee on, but come on, y'all. Mama Joyce is reckless. Mama Joyce is definitely reckless with that situation. I was in Atlanta a few weeks ago, and there was no way I was eating at one of Kandi and Todd's restaurant. Lord, Gloria, it's good TV. Okay, thank you, Gloria. Miss Nina Bug, I like it right now. It seems that we are in the introduction phase, so yeah, we're in that phase, but you would think it'd just be a little bit more humph, but they got to take their steps. This ain't Real Housewives. This ain't one of the other shows. I think Aunt Bertha should remain her granddaughter, that although she is grown, she still needs to respect her elders. And the thing about it is what happened in that situation, because what it seems like, it just seems like it's the old lady gang coming up in there, and the restaurant that carries their name and their recipes. Are they coming in there wreaking havoc? Like, what's going on? It don't seem like them and Philip have bumped into each other like that. So we shall see, if they gonna like Philip, if they not gonna like Philip. But the employees that they don't like, which is Chandrika, we already know what's up with that. And we know Aunt Nora, she does like Brian. And Mama Joyce, she likes some of I forgot who she likes, but she likes some of them she was friendly with, but she would cuss you out in a heartbeat. And it was just like, okay. But the way that she described this man, basically before she could even say his name, was basically referred to his toupee. Maybe she need help, remembering and things of that nature. But, Aunt Nora is cool with Brian. He's back to working. Brian is calling the restaurant ghetto. Also, Chandrika calling it ghetto too as well, because they got a scanner where you can get something. They don't know why they scanning their phone for. They have no idea. It's not even laminated. It's just halfway taped up to the table. And then on top of that, it got food on it. That's not a good look at all. Like, if you watch the Gordon Ramsay show, most of the times the restaurants, they have a system, an internal system where it's all digital, where they communicate with tables, food, what people ordering, how many people being seated, things of that nature. They don't got that over here. They be screaming out the window. You got, Brian talk about it's a 5-hour wait. But Brian, he's kind of funny. He's interesting. He's funny on the show. And then he has his, little one-on-one when it comes to, Philip. And Philip don't really like him like that, because Philip know why he left and the things that he was having problems with. And basically when they get to eye to eye, he was like, I'm back. I left because of some reason, some things because of changes. And he was like, is that change because of me that you left? I was like, Philip, he didn't even get a chance to really, throw shade at you. You threw shade at him before he could, even though he's sassing you and he's being very sassy towards you as well. And looking at you like you don't know what you're talking about and why you stopping me. But you got this fretstone look on your face where you are gun-ho and you want to put them all in their place. If they all walk out on you, you're going to be busting tables, baby, unless you got a team to come in there and run that restaurant. But in any event with these employees, I think they need somebody like Philip, but Philip needs to have more of a human part, more of a relating part as well. He don't have to be a walkover. He don't got to party and drink with the cast, but at the same time, respect is given to those who give respect, and respect is earned. It's just not given. But at the same time, you're coming into this situation and you can have the whole team. He want the whole team fired. When it comes to Philip want the whole team fired. They can go, but he gonna run into Kandi and Todd, and he ain't gonna be able to do his job. So you got that situation going on, and I was like, okay, so we shall see how this is really. I was just like, I mean, the shade, but he didn't shade Brian like that, like he shade the other ones. He didn't shade him like that. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to it, he said he left because of changes. And Philip was like, so because of me? And then Brian does his confessional. He's basically saying the managers change here like you change a magazine subscription ship. So basically the employees run the restaurant because the managers can't stay or can't deal with or can't tolerate it because it's the employees and versus management. And basically Todd and Kandy let that happen. So did Don Juan as well. Now they bringing this man up into the situation. If he say they need to go, they need to go. But that ain't gonna happen. So we shall see. And then, as Brian is walking away, he goes, are we getting ready for the repast? Are we getting ready for the reception? Like, what's going on? Are we getting ready for the funeral? I was like, oh, he threw that shade right at Philip. Philip he couldn't say nothing. Philip was just like, okay, yes. So Brian is the first one that got some things off on him with with the way it looks. And he was like, oh, Brian was like, I can go upstairs, downstairs. I could be all around the place. And Philip was like, no, you can't be around the place. You would be where I tell you to be. I'm like, what? He was like, you would be where I tell you to be. But Brian wishes that he was back bartending. He was, he learned a lot about being a bartender, but for his sobriety, he can't, be behind the bar because he might be up there drinking up a storm, just fall right out on the floor, baby. Bottle to the lip. And so therefore you can tell that, he lost a lot of weight over COVID time. Usually you gain weight. He said he was drinking. And, right now he done got himself together and he's selling soul egg rolls. So I guess that's how he put the weight back on, y'all. Yeah, when he said, hold my mule. Angry man, they are over here doing their thing. Let's see what's up, what's going on. You like the show. I'm glad you do, Norris. Hold my mule. I used to say that. It's basically telling you he's about to get you in check, about to get you together. And so now the cast is talking about going out and partying and stuff. And we got Philip. He's looking a certain type of way, like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. This ain't the situation. He's looking at Brandon like, Brandon, you're supposed to be, partying with them and drinking. He goes, I'm gonna go out, but not with y'all. And so, we have Brian saying, you coming out? He was like, no, I go out, and but I'm not going out with y'all. And they're just looking at him like, oh, he's not fun. He can't hang with y'all because y'all will take that information and use it against him quick, fast, in a hurry. Throw that up in Don Juan's face, throw that up in Kandi face and Todd face. When he puts a rule and regulation on you, y'all will be like, you wasn't saying that last night when you was all up on the floor dancing, when you was drinking, when you was falling all over yourself. You couldn't even get in the car. You was buying us all drinks last night trying to, so he can't party with them because they're going to use that to throw it back up in his face. They can't wait to get him, y'all. They're going to try to get Philip, y'all. Philip is a good manager, but he needs to learn better people, customer service skills. This seems to be a problem in Atlanta. The managers are extremely unprofessional. Oh, Lord, Miss Nina Bug, read them down. Uncle Phil is stiff. Yes, he got a stick, he got a switch, and everything running around that room with his ass. He ain't even playing. And they're like, well, I wouldn't party with them either, though. I wouldn't party, especially not with Chandrika. Me and Chandrika could go out and have a drink so we can talk to see if we could do if we can get off on a better start or something like that. Move out of the restaurant environment, have a conversation, and maybe she won't be so territorial. But at the same time, the employees are looking for the managers. You know, you get a good manager and then they keep leaving. So why the managers keep leaving? Is it not enough money? And I don't even know how Chandrika is still over there working for $12 an hour when she's talking about and she's talking about, you know, the dollar store pays way much more money. That's why Chandrika be up in there acting the way she act, coming in late, do what she want to do, because she ain't getting paid for her skills. You know, Kandi saying that she's loyal, you know, and that beats everything. But why ain't you paying that girl? Yes, he is. He's gonna show. His boyfriend is on the show. His boyfriend is Philip. You know, so yeah, Philip's boyfriend is fine. You don't get me wrong. Philip is gorgeous. This is his boyfriend right here. So this is Philip's boyfriend. Whatever I said his name, Papito, La Pepe. I forgot his name. Felipe. His name is Felipe. I think it's Felipe. But yes, this is his boyfriend. And one of the things that, you know, with Philip, he had a strong mother and he had a strong environment. Hey, Major, Kandi and Todd need to learn how to run a restaurant. The TV show Bravo, you pay. I know. Hey, Andrea Sims, how you doing? What's going on, sister? So, you know, so you got this situation. So his mother died. His mother was the one that gave him the strength. His mother. So his mother was like like Kanye West's mother, as brilliant as he is, and probably, you know, what he does, because either he's a great actor or he really have. Oh, these are paid actors. Oh, y'all are too funny. So y'all saying Kandi ain't paying Chandrika because Bravo's paying her now? Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong for that. Hey, Essence, what's going on? hey, what's up? What's going on? So, you know, so you got this situation. His mother was like, you know, Kanye West's mother, you know, like Donda, you know. So in this situation, he lost his mother, and now he met this guy that's from Puerto Rico. I don't know, he's from some country, and so he, you know, travels back and forth or whatever. Felipe, Philip, I don't know his name. He done bagged the bad one, and he bagged one with some money too as well, because he's traveling back and forth. You know, Felipe probably got some money too as well, the way he's traveling to Atlanta, or, you know, Philip got the money, baby. But in any event, you know, they've been dating for a while, and that's his happiness and that's his, you know, peace and joy. So in any event, the employees, they get together and they go out. So they all sitting at the table. You got, you know, Chandrika, she's gonna make it hot for, you know, Dominique. I would have been like, girl, fall back. It seems like she's the oldest one at the table. But in any event, we find out that Brian and, you know, Torrin, they was doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. And when it comes to Torrin, you know, he's built like a what do you call, a flatbed truck, a 18-wheeler out here in these streets. And so in any event, Brian don't want no more of that because he can't handle it. Brian said it's too much, baby. But in any event, they seem like they are good friends right now at this time and point, but it's going to get ugly. And I think when it comes to Rashad, he's going to run his mouth and he's going to basically be out of the loop. It seems like that is going to happen in a situation. Then we got Chandrika making everybody play musical chairs to put Brandon next to, you know, Miss Dominique, when it's supposed to be on the low. They don't supposed to be fraternized like that with the manager. Brandon don't even believe he's a manager. He's just going with the flow. Then they got Kandy's, you know, cousin sitting up in there, and basically he's listening to them, you know, dog out old lady gang. Basically, you got Chandrika, she's out here saying that she don't get paid enough. You got Chandrika saying the food is a hit and miss as well. If you come here on Wednesday and you taste something, on Saturday it ain't gonna taste the same. You have Rashad, he's out here basically saying, yep, he done already said the food's a hit and miss too as well. So they basically, you got people that work in the restaurant talking about the food and all is what it's cracked up to be. And, they're talking about it like, how does that make anybody want to be up in there, y'all? Like, for real, for real. Then you have, Chandrika, she's basically saying that when it comes to Philip don't know what he's doing and he's a baby and she moved on and now she's engaged and she's about to get married, y'all. So good luck to her. And this is Kim, they all go up to Mama Joyce's house and Mama Joyce got food and everything for them to eat. And so you got Kim, she's sitting down and she's basically saying Mama Joyce told her to get the F out. This is her kitchen. This is this and that, blase and the third. And you guys already know that Kandi had asked Mama Joyce to stay her butt up out the kitchen. And even Aunt Bertha was like, yo, Mama Joyce, you need to stay out the kitchen because when they start serving that food, you might slip and fall. The Mama Joyce said, well, I ain't gonna be up in the kitchen. So you already know Mama Joyce is up in the kitchen, getting up in the way, but it is her recipe. But at the same time, you gotta wait till after they serve or when they done that to approach them or tell them to get their ass up out the kitchen. And then you come in there and you work 24 hours or you work 100 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? So that gotta be, kind of difficult to deal with too as well. So in any event, Mama Joyce said, I never said that. So Miss Kim, Bertha's niece is basically saying she told me to get the F out the kitchen, get the F out the place. This is her mother effing kitchen. I was like, Lord have mercy. I don't know why she even started off swearing, but that only left the door open for Mama Joyce to continue to swear. And Mama Joyce said, Mama Joyce is basically saying, you. I was like, what? And Mama Joyce said, I never said nothing like that. I never said that. I never said this is my mother effing kitchen. I never said this is my effing restaurant because Kim is saying, girl, yes, you did. You done said that to me. And I believe Kim. I believe Mama Joyce cussed her ass out, told her to get the step and get to walking because she heard a rumor that Kim was trying to get employees to go to another restaurant with her to walk out. And so that means employees are walking out of the old lady gang. Like, how are we getting good food? How are we getting good service if y'all are complaining? We got walkouts and everything, and these are family members walking out. Like, what's going on? Like, this is crazy. And then you got Aunt Nora. She's sitting there making all types of faces. She's sitting there acting like she Mike Tyson up in this place. And she's moving around like she's ready to start hitting. Like, come on. Like, yo, we supposed to be getting some love, some knowledge, some wisdom from our elders. Not about to get smacked upside the head. You supposed to come in there and teach them with a good heart, a sweetheart. Spread that sugar, that candy. But these employees are kind of like off the chain as well. Like, some of them, oh no, I'll be sweeping them out the door with my broom, baby. If I gotta sit on top of that broom, y'all about to exit, okay? Like, first of all, you can't be working for me talking about my restaurants. And Aunt Nora, she's like moving. She acts like she got ADHD. She's all moving around, making all types of faces. Like, you are too old to not be able to contain yourself and getting mad and wanting to, hit somebody in your family that is, a baby compared to you. Like, so what's happening in this restaurant? We got Aunt Nora talking about she wanted to throw somebody down the stairs. Next time she gonna push him. We got Aunt Bertha said she gonna push somebody next time. Like, why are y'all violent? What y'all saying? I bet she did say, I know she did. I bet she said let me see 100. Every single one of them. Kandi, everybody would be fired after I saw them confessions. Right, Miss T? Y'all would have been gone. I would have left y'all. But that's what makes the show, She got to be vulnerable too as well. And she's looking like, I didn't even think right now, Mama Joyce thinks that. Right now, Mama Joyce is like, yo, I couldn't really wild out on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's Kandi and the gang. So I'm part of this show. So I can say what I want. It's like Mama Joyce has no filter. Usually sometimes she'll have a filter or she'll try. She ain't trying out all to be, she ain't trying to be PG at all. She's letting you know it's just about to all hang out. And Kandi just looking like, Mama, I told you could do a little bit. I didn't say go all the way like this. And Kandi's rolling her eyes, trying to watch behind her head to see if her mama gonna jump over and get Kim. If Aunt Nora's gonna jump up and get Kim. Kim, your life is in danger. And Aunt Bertha know your life in danger. Aunt Bertha like, all this cussing, y'all need to stop this cussing. And so Kim, she started off with the cussing because she wanted to repeat everything that Mama Joyce said, and Mama Joyce repeated it. She was cussing. And then Aunt Nora get up and was like, yes, you did. That's what I heard. No, Joyce told me that you said that you wanted the employees to leave and you tried to get them to walk out and go somewhere else. And I'm telling the truth and I'm speaking the truth. How you speaking the truth? Was you there? Do you know, baby? And this is what Kim said. Kim said, you wasn't there. You hearing he said. But that Aunt Nora don't hear that. She don't hear no he said, she said. She heard it from Joyce, and that's it. Joyce's Bible in this situation. So Kim, you gotta go. Bertha is sitting there like, I knew this ignorant shit was gonna happen. I'm just like, Lord. Bertha was like, I go to church. Nora was like, I go to church. Mama Joyce was like, I can't say the same for myself. Why all this cussing? Kandi's sitting there. She's ready to jump up because Kandi could be fast in this situation with everybody. She got her hand on the hip, ready to jump up, and she's looking at Aunt Nora to see if Aunt Nora gonna take any more steps. Aunt Nora already told you she's Mike Tyson out this mother sucker. She gonna get hurt, y'all. She gonna get somebody that don't care about nothing. You gotta be careful. So Aunt Nora gets up and says, I'll drop you like I did before. I'll whoop you like I did before. I'll do it again. Like, why are you saying this? Only thing she's doing is saying that she was hurt. And Kandi done forgave her. They ain't forgave her. She got her hand balled up. She got them rings on. She got them watches on. You already know she's about to use her rings to hit you somewhere where it gonna stick or cook, baby. I'm like, what? Hey, what's up? What's going on? Hey, bye. I'm like, for real? Like, this is crazy. Like, and so now you got Kim. She gets up. Now y'all ain't gonna punk me. Kim is getting punked. She's getting dog walked. Aunt Bertha's in the back like, I can't stand them. How they gonna treat her like this? Aunt Bertha trying to get her side of the family with her kids all employed at the restaurant. Her name is on it. Kandi, what you better do is pay them each $1.5 million and then give them a percentage on the image and the recipes that they use either monthly, quarterly, or yearly. And basically you need to find some other 3 ladies that are Black to come in there and take pictures. Because if they, imagine all this going on in the restaurant. You already know Aunt Nora and Mama Joyce was riding Kim in the restaurant, and Kim was riding them back at the same time. And then at the same time, you got over 300 or 400 people out here waiting. When are you getting your food? When are you sitting at the table? Is this why we got to wait 2 hours? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Let's get ready to rumble. I know they... they fight on the church ground. They're getting it in on the church ground. Go to church in shade and this argument. Yeah, go to church, you sinner. Hey, Rashida Libra, how you doing? Lord have mercy. I'm like, yeah, it's going down in this situation, for real, for real. And then Mama Joe said, I got chicken, I got food, I got sandwiches. They all ran in there and ate. Even Kim ate. The old lady gang, they ate. And they was just talking like, ain't nothing never happened. Like, they said, cut. Kandi's like, oh, they doing well. Kandi needs to pay the old lady gang to stay out the restaurant. Hey, Tina. Yo, they're wilding. Kandi, you got on the right outfit, even though them pants are tight. And then Aunt Nora, look at her walking with her pocketbook like, ain't nothing just happened. Ain't nothing just went down. Ain't nothing happened. She's ready to go get her chicken. She got a pocketbook in her hand. And I dare you, Kim. I dare you to sneak attack me from the back. I dare you to walk up on me. I dare you. She ain't got a care in the world with her V-neck on. Like, Lord, like, this is crazy. Grady's going wild. I know. And Kim is smiling at the end. Kim apologized and she said she wants to work there. Kandi saying, you know what? I can't bring Kim back. But Kandi said the problem is she was supposed to be telling the old lady gang they need to chill out. They don't need to discipline their employees. But clearly they're still disciplining the employees and they're having problems with the employees. So therefore the employees can't work because the aunts are going to be in there doing their job, smiling, eating and drinking sweet tea at the same time while reading the staff and tripping the staff as well. I know they done tripped them. Now they sitting there eating their chicken like ain't nothing ever happened. Aunt Nora ain't even mad. and Aunt Bertha, she ain't mad that her sister done cussed out her daughter's baby, her grandbaby. I know. Food is how to calm the nerves of Kandi family for real. They sitting there just eating that chicken like nothing ever happened. I never she done ate the chicken wing like that chicken wing is clean right now. She got bones in her hands. She just chilling. Ooh, this is good. But one thing I can say, I like their wigs. I like their hair. I know. Poor Kandi, she can't take me nowhere. All of the OLG are crazy. I would never work in that restaurant. Just make appearance and cash my check. Yep, this is how they calm themselves, y'all. Can't fight on the empty stomach. Nah. Kandi has a dysfunctional family. Lord have mercy. They could have went a whole lot worse than that. I was like, for real? They grubbing on chicken. Now we got, what's his name? Mr. Parking Lot attendant, Mr. Parking Lot parking his tour over here and over there. He don't call himself a trick. He don't call himself, out here in these streets. He's one of these boys that be out, but now he done finally found love. So he gonna sit here and he gonna basically tell Kandi what's up, hey, listen, they were talking about you, Chandrika. He's snitching on his ex-girlfriend where he used to get the poom poom from, but since she ain't giving him no more poom poom, basically he's dropping a dime on Chandrika. And if Chandrika was still giving him some poom poom, he wouldn't been running his mouth because that ain't the first time Chandrika basically done told Mr. What's his name? Done told Patrick that she don't get paid enough money. And Kandi, you paying that girl $12 an hour, and she's the first hostess that y'all done hired, for the restaurant. So she's the first hostess that was ever hired for this restaurant, and the longest hostess, and she's only getting $12, y'all. And Kandi was like, well, she complained about her $12. Well, she need to come over here and talk to the people that pays her, okay? And if she really want to get paid and want her money, she need to come to work. She barely hardly ever at work. She hardly ever here. If she's hardly ever here, Kandi, why is she still a hostess at your restaurant? Or just because she loyal, Kandi, she can stay with you? Like, come on, y'all. I can't. I think it's $15. It might be $15. I'm not sure because she was saying that, the Home Depot or the dollar store, they pay way much more than that. So I guess she's getting under minimum wage. I don't know what the wages in Georgia, but I know there's supposed to be $15 across the spot. But I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. For real. It's funny though. So it's funny, like, if you kind of like look at it in that funny, if you look at it in that way, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it can get, like, needless to say, it can get boring. So, oh no, we still got to get back to him. So he's over here, and they don't care because, they know he related to Kandi, and they're going to sit there and talk about the restaurant, talk about the food. He was like, Rashad, he were talking crazy. They were talking about the food and everything. How come you didn't correct them then and there? How come you didn't say nothing to them in their face? Don't you talk about my cousin restaurant? She employed me and gave me a job. I'm a manager, and basically I can run around and be a tool out here in these streets, and all I have is my good looks to depend on. So baby, she love me. My granny love me. So why didn't you stand up and tell him at the table? You know what I mean? Why'd you have, you should have been one out with them. You know, Patrick, you got the body. You look like you can handle yourself. You might have would have got jumped, but you would have stood up for your cousin on camera instead of going behind him and snitching. So we know what type of man you be. So you can confront them and tell them straight up. But I guess maybe he don't want to be considered on the outside, because if he does, if they find out he snitched, they probably won't be cool. And he can't come to the cool party and be with the cool kids, because you know Chandrika said this is the cool team, this is the cool people. Like, you know, you guys are at work, not the cool team. Yeah, Gloria, I don't even know. But you know what? She stayed around. What's up, Cat Box? She stayed around and now she's on TV, Gloria. She's on TV now, Gloria. She's about to be on All My Children, y'all. Hey, Cara, MG. She's about to be on All My Children, baby. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. So we got Torrin. He don't pull up. And we got Don Juan being rude, talk about Happy Easter. Don Juan, you need to stop. And what's Torrin doing with this book bag of measurements? It's all in class. It all looks so nice. He got a tool belt, but he don't got no belt. He just got the things put in there. Like, Torrin is a mess. But Torrin, let me tell you, Torrin Mitchell, he be having, like, I watched some of his projects that he has done. I mean, they hire him to do big things. I mean, redesign units, apartment complex, you know, grocery stores, all types of stuff. Like, you know, right? I don't know if they come a lot, but he's coming up, and this show is gonna really, you know, help increase, especially if he can be able to show how he stages things as well. That's gonna be even good for him. So, but he's a mess too. He was sitting there knowing that he was chastising Philip. He was doing that to get up on Philip's nerve. He said he was going to give Philip a shot. He said he was going to not listen to what Chandrika and Dominique had to say about Philip. But I guess in the first 10 seconds, the first 5 seconds, he realized that everything that they were saying about Philip is true. So therefore, he was being disrespectful, y'all. He was being yes, he is a man. He was being disrespectful. I was laughing. I was definitely laughing. And so, you know, Torrin is a mess. Torrin was sitting there with all that stuff in there. He had Ziploc bags. And so Don Juan said, go in there and, you know, measure the room. Torrin didn't know that, you know, Philip, the angry Grinch, was sitting there on his laptop doing nothing in the middle of the day, just waiting for him to come in so he can screw it. So Uncle Phil knows everyone hates him. I know he does. He already knows, because he knows that they're a clique. And so he's trying to break up the clique, or he's trying to make the clique. So he was like, let me come over here and talk to me. And so then Torrin goes over there and starts measuring the table. Like, Torrin, you know, he wanted you to sit down in the chair. He got the laptop up. He was going to give you a speech. So Torrin is being that kid in the classroom that's going to give the teacher a hard time, but not too much of a hard time, because they don't want to get sent to the principal's office. So white paint. So Philip is like, yo, listen, I like to, when I talk to people, I like to see their faces. And he was like, oh, okay, you want me to sit down? He was like, what, I got to tell you every step to do? And so Torrin was like, when he was like, you know, you coming up in here doing what? You know, so it's just like Philip already came for Torrin for no reason. He came up there, he's measuring, you know, basically Don Juan told me to come over here and measure. And he was like, well, let me have a conversation with you while you're here. And Torrin was like, I wasn't prepared to think that we was going to have a sit down. And then Philip is like, I don't need to tell you when I'm going to have a sit down or anything like that. If I'm asking you to come over here and be up over here, there's a reason why I'm asking you that. We don't need to have a scheduled meeting. I was like, oh, Philip be reading down so bad. But Philip can't quite get his hands on Brian. So we will see. But Torrin was taking it easy. There was about to be a read fest, baby. They was about to be out here reading. And so you have, so now he was like, oh, you want me to sit down? He was like, yeah, you want me to do everything for you? You want me to, guide you through this? And Torrin is doing that just to be a nuisance, just to get under his skin, make him say extra stuff. So Torrin, at this point, Torrin didn't want to be bothered with Philip, point blank, period. I was like, what? I was like, come on. And so we get to that part. Philip was like, I'm going to explain this to you. And he was like, so yeah, when Torrin was like, I used to work here before, but I'm so good I came back, I left unprofessionally. And then Philip is like, well, the way that you came up in here was unprofessionally. What did he do? He started to work. Well, he should have greeted you. Didn't he greet you? And then on top of that, you have Torrin. So and so then Torrin said, well, my name is Torrin. I used to do this. I used to do that. It's on Kandi, baby. And he was like, okay. and so Torrin was like, so tell me what it is that you do. Introduce yourself to me. Philip is like, I don't got to introduce myself to you. I don't have to tell you or read down my resume. Not introduce myself, but I don't have to tell you my background and what my specialties are and what my history is or anything like that, because I am not sitting here applying for a job. I'm not applying for a job. Like, his reads are so bad. The first episode, he was reading down. He was reading Chandrika down, y'all. So he was like, I don't need to tell you my skill set or anything. I'm not applying for a job. Oh, that was priceless. And then Torrin said, I ain't applying either. I already got the job. Kandi is her name. You can ask her. I was like, what? Yeah, he's a man. We able to break Uncle Phil. We shall see. We shall see how this situation is going to pan out. I was like, And so then Torrin as basically was saying, the management here and things of that nature, he don't like this, or the line what should happen because blah blah blah. Philippa was like, we don't pay you to think about manager things. We don't pay you to be a manager. We pay you to do events. And he was like, I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. It's Kandi, Todd, or Todd, Kandi, Don Juan, then me. And basically, when it comes to me, I would figure out if you can be employable here, because if you are unemployable, you are out the door. That's what we need to figure out. I died. Like, why you say that? He was like, we don't pay you to think about what we need to do. We pay you to do events. I died. Me and Phil would be fighting. What'd you say? Yo, tell me Phil wasn't reading down. He was like, some employees will tell you that, like, I have a problem with this manager, that I think we need to all communicate once as a team. He goes, listen, we don't pay you to think about management stuff. We pay you to be events and stay in your lane and focus on events, and don't be focusing on what the big dogs are doing. Like, yo, Phil, you lucky your tires ain't flat. Phil, you lucky your car windows ain't busted. Phil, you are lucky. I bet Phil don't eat or drink from the restaurant because he's scared somebody gonna get him, baby. He's scared somebody gonna get him because you are catching more. You ain't doing. You're wilding, but at the same time, you can't be friendly to them either. He has to manage like coping skills and people skills and relatable skills and try to be relatable, try to seem like he does care. He's telling you right off the jump, he don't care for you. He wants you out the door. He want to fire everybody that Kandi think is good. That's what he wants. Phil needs his boyfriend to pray for him, Lord. It's a mess, y'all. Definitely a mess. Definitely a mess. But Phil be reading though. Phil be reading, but Brian got him together. Um But he goes, don't be worried about manager things. And we don't pay you to do that. We pay you to wait tables and do event planning. I was like, whoa. I didn't feel sad. I'm not going to explain you my skill set because I'm not applying for a job. I was like, what? Phil can go toe to toe with Nene and Candy. I know. Yes, he's good. He's good, but he might end up crying. He might end up crying. But yo, he's a mess. I was like, no, you didn't. Phil is a mess, y'all. So basically that was the episode. So we shall see, what, but like if it, I liked it. It wasn't, a 10 or a 9, but the little things, kind of stuck out. It wasn't a lot of little things, but the little things did kind of stick out, especially Phil, especially Torrin talking about, I'm going to be all nice. I'm not going to be no follower. He can't, as soon as he got a whiff of Phil, he turned instantly, I'm going to be naughty in this situation. I'm going to get under this man's skin. And that's what they're going to do. They going to ride Phil. Phil, you're about to get ridden. And he going to be running to Kandi and Todd to stay him, and no employees gonna be sitting there swinging a towel in the air, and they may have Mama Joyce or Aunt Nora standing next to them, assisting them to make your life miserable, y'all. Hey, what's up, Rock? How you doing? Hey, Monica, her restaurant would never be top notch. Too many employees, not serious enough. It's a slow burn. Hopefully it gets better with the drama. I know it should be. It should be, because Kandi knows everybody wants. She knows. And then the upcoming actors, they, they're going to try to do everything that they can to keep it on and popping as well, because, this is a start for them. They're on a syndicated, network. So anybody could be watching, and basically they're going to give it to you. They're going to pump it up. And then Kandi being offered, another season as well. They want this not just to be a spinoff. They want it to, actually be a series on the show, actually have, reoccurring multiple, seasons. So you guys let me know what you think about the situation. I'm going to turn on the phone lines are open, but please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The phone number is on the screen. You guys can call the phone number, tell me what you think. You can also call the phone number, leave a text message, and drop some tea and drop some information as well, girl, as well, boy, as well, lady, as well, gentlemen, and whoever else you are, baby. Okay? The staff needs to understand that Phil is there to do his job. They need to fall in line. Yep, they're going to give him a hard time to fall in line, Tony. For real, for real. They better be careful how they move on this show. Everyone is watching the ratchet stuff. That's too as well. They just better be careful showing off any type of Monte or anything that they have, because people will be watching. But in any event, they're trying to get their come up. So they're trying to come up through the ranks. And Kandi's a good person to help you get up them ranks too as well. Kandi right now, she's filming, The Shy. She's filming right now The Shy. So like, she done already did this show. Now she's back on to filming The Shy. She's in Chicago. She probably already came back home yet. Already came home. And she's in the midst of, Real Housewives of Atlanta premiering, so she got a whole lot going on, and she got, The Escape is coming back too as well. Allegedly, it might be coming back. So we shall see, y'all. I am rooting for this show. It's a nice change from Ratchet TV. Yes, Miss Nina Bug. The first episode had me dying, but the little things, because I like to, sometimes I'll see the little things before I see the big things, and I just like the nonchalant shade and the shade, and people saying like in their arc, I'm going to do this, and they totally do opposite. And Brian wanted to be open and everything, but now he see that Phil ain't ish. Phil was trying to give him a hard time, and Brian wasn't doing nothing. He didn't want him there because Phil already knew that all these employees are problematic employees, the ones that he gives immediate attitude to. and that's probably his job and his design to actually do that. But, we got to see a little bit more of their characters and really more of their attitude as well. We shall see what they're going to bring, but they do, have a lot going on in their life as well, as far as, making it big, being entrepreneurs like Kandi Burruss. So yes, So root for the show. Why not root for the show? You know, these kids ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? And they might be picked up and like might be the next big thing. You never know. Phil is fine as hell. Yes, Monica, Phil is fine. Phil got it going on. Getting crazy and acting a fool has no age limit. Let me tell you, I know. I was thinking the same thing, Miss T. I was like, they gonna be like, yo, Mama Joyce, Aunt Nora, and Bertha acting like that at their age is gonna be like, it's like, yo, does it ever get better? They up in there just riding them folks. They up in there riding them folks, y'all, in that restaurant. They might come up in that restaurant acting a fool. Like, because they already know they can't do nothing to them. They can't say nothing to them. You see, homegirl, she was a manager. She's up in the house crying, and she still can't get her job back right now. So, yeah, so they're bosses too. So add them to the list. Phil, you need to add is Todd, Kandy, Mama Joyce, Aunt Nora, and Aunt Bertha. Add them to the list too, and then put yourself down there. Or you can put them under you, because it seems like, you know, they're running the shop too. We got their name on it. I don't think they're going to get a call back from anyone who's watching them be ratchet on this show. As long as it's not like too bad. I don't think anything now is just too bad. You know what I mean? And some people like that spunk and they like that. And they, if they can actually channel it to do something else, you know, it might be a shot. And people want controversy and things of that nature. So you never know. As long as they don't go too far, don't go too far. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Y'all, don't do too much. But sometimes your talent speak for itself. So hopefully your talent outweigh whatever you do for this show. And some people might think, you know, they're acting like this just for TV. They're told to as well. So we shall see. And we have Draca, you know, she was in the dungeon tour. She be dancing with Kandy, and she wants to dance for Beyonce, and she's a good dancer, you know. And this is her fiance that she is getting married to, and she's no longer wanting what's his name, Patrick, at all. Phil is going to give these people a run for them. Oh, yes, he is. Phil is going to do his thing. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And thank you guys for coming twice. Thank you guys for coming twice today. You know, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all my peeps. Y'all my peoples. I appreciate the support. And thank you guys. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. You guys have a blessed and wonderful night. Good night, y'all. We gonna, you know, start the week off right, baby. We got Aunt Nora, Mama Joyce, and Aunt Bertha ready to put their foot up somebody. I said Draco. I meant to say that Dom right here, she is the dancer for, you know, the dungeon tour. And she's actually the one that wants to dance for Beyonce. So she is the tall chocolate drop out here in these streets. And she can dance, baby. And she danced on the dungeon tour. And Kandy picked her and everything. Now she's working in the restaurant, y'all. And now she's out there getting it on with Brandon. So my bad. Thank you guys. Good night. Y'all are too funny. Y'all are too funny. Good night.